live from Los Angeles. Welcome to Good Morning LaLa. I'm Dr. Erin.
I'm Rob Mack.
And I'm Jessica Moyer. This is Good Morning LaLa, America's first live streaming daily talk show, coming to you live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, with full episode replay now available on Apple TV, Roku, when you download the EverTalk TV app for free today.
Whoa, it's Transformation Tuesday. We're going to talk about meditation over medication. We come together each day to know the truth, have some fun times, some positivity, and definitely a lot of coffee. We have lots of guests today.
We do. So full house.
Absolutely. And we're so excited to welcome you to the show. Good morning, everyone, back in the studio.
Good morning.
How are ya?
Wow. What a special hashtag, Transformation Tuesday. These people have mastered that in their own respects in their life. Ravit, she's done it, and it's all about the brow and business. Good morning, Ravit.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being with us today. So please tell us, what's one thing you do to really set off your day right in your morning routine?
This morning I woke up, I made breakfast for myself and coffee, and the first thing is my customer. So I answer a lot of DMs on Instagram and emails because, you know, it's all about customer service with a makeup brand.
Love that. Customer first. You don't hear that a lot these days.
Customer is always right.
Right.
Well, Jackie Nelson is in the house. She's an incredible singer-songwriter with two number 10 hits on the Billboard. I'm so excited.
Yes.
You leave me speechless. Good morning, Jackie.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being with us today. So tell us a little bit about what your morning routine is and how you start your day.
I actually am very similar to, sorry, what was your name? Ravit, to my right. Very similar. I get up, I make my morning breakfast coffee every single day because I need that extra power, or I'm not going to feel very good for the rest of the day. And so after that, immediately I'm going to my Instagram DMs. I'm responding to fans. I'm responding to questions about what I want to work on next. So yeah, DMs are really important actually to my morning routine.
Fantastic. I need to get my DM game up.
Absolutely. Well, you want to make sure you introduce yourself to the man on your left because he's a Grammy Award-winning musician and artist. Good morning, Omar.
Good morning, guys. How's it going there?
We're so grateful that you are with us today. Congratulations. We heard you have an exciting new CD and web series coming out.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about your morning routine and how you start your day.
Well, my morning is, I wish it was like these guys, but I actually wake up my daughter. That's the first thing I do in the morning. Get her ready for school. And once I start getting her breakfast and getting her ready, then I spend a few minutes, take a quick shower, get a cup of coffee, and head out the door. So it's not as exciting as answering DMs and, you know, putting on makeup and all that cool stuff. So there it is.
Well, there it is. Thank you for being with us. We're so excited to welcome
Thank you.
another Omar to the show from Warner Brothers. Pokemon Detective Pikachu in theaters May 10th. Good morning, Omar.
Good morning, guys. How you doing?
I see you've got some friends with you today.
Yeah, all of them. Oh, you mean these ones? Well, they're my new friends that I don't even know their names, but I can feel their energy, and they're very different and unique and wonderful human beings. And this is my friends, Pikachu and Charizard. Yes, and I'm doing the Sebastian role for this wonderful movie called Detective Pikachu that is going to be on theaters next Friday.
Oh, I'm so excited to talk to him more later in the show. You know, he's starring alongside Justice Smith and Ryan Reynolds. I'm sure it was an incredible experience. So, Omar, we're wondering, how do you start your day? Does it involve Pokemon and Pikachu?
Well, when I'm not shooting a film or working, whatever, I just, as Omar, I try to, you know, wake up my kids. I have 3 children. And I take them to school, and after that I just work out with my wife and at breakfast and try to meditate sometimes and drive my motorcycle, and that's my day sometimes.
Every day's a little different. I get it.
Well, we're so excited that you're here. Ms. Corinne Devon is in the house. She was the reigning Ms. Earth 2018, a Triple Crown winner. Good morning.
Good morning, or I should say buongiorno. I'm coming from Italy, actually.
Buongiorno.
Favorite.
That sounds fantastic. So please tell us, what's your morning routine? How do you start your day?
Actually, as a United States Naval officer, I wake up at 4:30 in the morning every day. Today was 5 a.m., and I actually went for a run and work out with a few other of my military colleagues that are here for a conference. So that's what we do. That's the best way to start your day.
That's
Nice.
awesome. I feel like we're cut from the same cloth. Get up early, get the workout in.
Wow, Miss Earth and a naval officer. Anything is possible. She is living proof. Well, we're so excited to welcome back Neely Fisher to the show. Congratulations on the launch of your new book, Food You Want for the Life You Crave. How are you today?
I'm great. It's so fun to be back with you. Thank you for having me back.
Of course. Once part of the Good Morning La La Land family, always part of the Good Morning La La Land
We were just
family.
getting into some of the music. That's a good way to wake up. Play a song. So I wake up with an alarm song and it gets me going, right? Good vibes. Anyway, I went for a run really quickly this morning. I'm on a book tour, so I'm trying to get maximum out of my workout. So I went for as fast of a run as I could for 35 minutes and then showed up here. So yeah.
The book tour is a workout in and of itself.
It literally.
Right? Yeah.
Well, thank you for being back with us.
Thanks.
Will Dub is in the house talking hashtag lunch bag, changing the world one lunch at a time. Good morning, Will.
Good morning, good morning. How are you?
We're so excited that you're here. So tell us, how do you start your day? I have a feeling it involves lunch.
Well, I try to eat every morning, but I guaranteed not to do that. But my normal morning routine is I wake up, I start with stretches, and then I do this push-up regiment, go take a shower, and then I attack the day to see whatever holds in front of me.
I love the push-ups. That's so old school, man. I love it. I love it. Hey, you work for Lawrence Taylor, so, right? That's awesome.
Oh, well, thank you all so much for being with us today on hashtag Transformation Tuesday. We're excited to talk to you more later in the show.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
3 days until I see my son, you guys.
Oh my goodness.
It's been a
So exciting.
while. Like, we try and see each other every other month, but we haven't in a little bit, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
to
Well,
go
you're
over.
busy. He's busy. I'm sure you do a lot of talking on the phone.
We do every week, of course, but we used to every single day. It's
Yeah.
been less and less. It's going down to like once a week. I'm like, okay, I miss you now.
And that's what happened when you breed entrepreneurs.
Yes.
Well, I got
talk.
to see extra of Dr. Erin yesterday. We did
Yes.
a really fun photo shoot with Desert Daisy Jewelry rocking one of her gem rings right
Wow.
now. You might have seen some of her incredible designs on the red carpet this past weekend at the Daytime Emmys. And so we did a very special photo shoot for her new exclusive red carpet luxury line.
Wow.
It was so beautiful down at downtown. Oh my gosh. The hotel is incredible. That hotel.
The Biltmore
yeah,
Hotel
so
in
the
downtown
Biltmore
Los
Hotel,
Angeles.
they have this thing running. They've had so many like famous music videos and different things.
From Taylor Swift, Ghostbusters,
Don't know
I
it
mean,
all.
some of the most iconic productions have shot in this hotel, which is over 100 years old, one of the most historic landmarks in downtown
Right,
Los
Ed
Angeles.
Sheeran, that one salsa dancing sexy song was shot down there. J-Lo's and all of it. So we were
And now Dr. Erin and
Yes.
yours truly.
When am I going to see the pictures?
right. And Bernadette, who was taking the picture, Marciniak is an incredible photographer. She was taking all the pictures. Yep.
I want to see him. When can I see him?
Oh, absolutely.
coming out shortly.
Well, the finals,
wait.
of course, will be out very, very soon. But if you want to see some of the fun behind the scenes, of course, follow Dr. Erin on her Insta or check out mine at Jeslyn to see some fun looks behind the scenes.
Super cool. How do you enjoy the
Right.
modeling, Dr. Erin?
I'm not a model, so I'm always like cracking up behind the scenes. Like I do not. It's not my jam, okay, at all. But I mean, look, these are both amazing, extraordinary women. They're both actually members of Society, and they're dear friends. And so I think her jewelry line's one of my
Gorgeous.
favorites in the world. And,
Gorgeous.
And it just feels right. It
Yeah.
feels in alignment with my who I am and my brand, everything. So it feels right. I wouldn't do it if it weren't in alignment.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I think so much of it, I mean, it's helpful when you create from a place of like pure intention,
Yeah.
which she does.
Totally. Amazing.
Well, speaking of which, the gorgeous Rob Mack is
Oh.
donating the back cover of
Look
the
at that.
new issue of
We
the
are on
Focus
there.
magazine. Just want to give another special shout out for the innovation issue. Of course, Allie Webb is gracing the cover. She is the founder of Dry Bar and the co-founder of Squeeze. So we're so excited. Be sure to find this in West LA. Of course, you can also find the digital copy online at focusmag.us.
Fantastic job with that, Jess.
Such a
I know
great
people
job,
know
you guys.
you're
Seriously.
the managing editor.
I'm in the media business.
So speaking of Transformation Tuesday, I thought we'd talk real quick about meditation over medication. I was actually meditating, thinking about, I'm so grateful to see my son, and I was thinking back about a time when my son said he would never touch drugs or alcohol, and then it was 14 years old, it began. Not gonna, I mean, I hate to call you out, honey, but yes, we all tried some marijuana and stuff in
He's a
high
grown
school.
man now. He's
yeah,
cool
he's
with
a
it.
grown man. So I remember at 19, we used to have after high school, we'd have our weekly Skype call, and one week we got on the call, and he looked. It was like, what did you do? Like there was some transformation he had gone through, and he goes, I stopped smoking pot.
Wow.
And he goes, I didn't realize that I was like in a haze. I didn't realize it was like really affecting me until I stopped doing it. And it made me remind me of why I don't smoke pot and I rarely drink alcohol. And the reason why is because I think it challenges us. Like it challenges us to get creative and do all these things. And I'm not opposed to whatever works for people with their drugs and alcohol, but I think that so many people medicate instead of meditate. And meditation for me is really getting to know thyself, being with thyself, even when it's uncomfortable, even whatever. And I think it's a really important practice. I know that you meditated for years.
Yeah, I love that and I agree with you. I think part of the challenge and opportunity is sort of like sitting in discomfort long enough to realize and recognize it's only your thoughts that are ever truly uncomfortable. Your body can be a little uncomfortable, but it's just the thoughts in your head. And when you drop that, you can sort of rest in God, rest in the self, and then it's a very pleasurable, peaceful, enjoyable experience.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like there's, I think it's great if someone could do something on occasion, but most people I know that smoke pot every day.
Yeah.
It's kind of rare to just rarely do it, right?
Well, yeah, I think too, you start to lean on it like a crutch. So part of it compromises your cognitive agility. So you can't choose thoughts as well as you could otherwise. You can't regulate emotion as well.
But it is very important to recognize that there is a time and a place for medication or
For
marijuana.
sure.
And whatever it is that you're struggling through. But we also do want to encourage you to find natural alternatives or supplements to whatever it is that you're treating, because it might help you in your spiritual healing as well.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And you can do them in parallel, right?
Yeah.
You can do them in parallel.
Totally. I think there's a time and place for everything. I think it's just, are you actually medicating? Meaning, are you trying to like really avoid something through doing it?
Totally. And the greater context here, I think, too, is it's Mental Health Awareness Month. So within the context of that, the point is to be at peace.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Well, transforming, we are going to transform our lives by hearing the inspirational stories from our guests. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Live from the Pasadena Civic Auditorium, it's the 46th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards, celebrating the best in daytime. So get ready for some major excitement.
Congratulations, by the way, on being honored tonight for the Lifetime Achievement Award. How does that feel?
Well, apparently this is the first time they do it for someone in the food world. So it's pretty exciting.
It's because of you I know how to poach an egg. Hi, Soledad. You know, we were just talking about how this jewelry can make us feel royal. How are you feeling tonight?
Thank you. Incredibly royal and a little teeny bit itchy because it's a little loose.
So, 16 years ago, is there anything you wish you would have known then that you know now?
That's a great question. I think what I've learned is nobody knows what they're doing.
So elegant and also fierce. I always say hashtag fashion speaks.
Oh, I like that.
Right?
I like that. What is this saying to you? What is it speaking for?
For me, it's speaking that you can be truly feminine and stand in your divine power.
Wow, I love that.
What a fashion moment! And we are welcoming the team behind Disney Junior's Vampirina. Congratulations on your win! This program has continued for decades to change the world. Congratulations! Yes, go high five! Celebrate! I'm so excited to see you just blossom. Celebrate and honor the hard work and talent of those who bring your favorite daytime programs to life. It's been an honor to join you. I'm Jez Moye. It's an honor to be with you on Connect TV at the 46th Annual Daytime Emmy Awards here in Pasadena. I'm so excited to welcome the nominees, the presenters, the special performers, and the hardest working talent in daytime television. General Hospital Emmy nominee Lisa, hi, congratulations. Hello, Anthony Rodriguez, Emmy nominee tonight. It's so incredible to honor your friends and family, the people that make your career a success. Vincent DePaul. Vincent DePaul is such a man about Hollywood. He's always popping in. You never know where you're going to see him next. Thank you for sharing this spot.
I mean, daytime people are the best in the world, and I could not share it with anyone more beautiful than you. So there you go.
I appreciate that.
No. Carolyn Hennessy here in the winner's circle with the beautiful Jez Moye, who took over for me, and I think is probably stealing my crown next year, maybe. And we're just kind of discussing the red carpet or the Friday night.
Thank you for sharing your crown with me. It was such an incredible honor. to cover the red carpet for the 46th annual Creative Arts Emmys and to step in for you tonight.
It's fun.
What a moment to celebrate daytime television and that we are welcomed and representing this family is truly humbling, and I am forever grateful for this experience.
Oh, please, my pleasure.
Honestly.
Your show, La La Land, which I was on and which I
Yes,
loved.
thank you.
The questions you asked were so interesting for me and for all the guests that day. Your show has a lot of heart.
We really do.
Yeah.
We really do. There is a positive shift happening in Hollywood, and that
Do
is
you think
heart.
so?
I
Really?
do think so.
I hope
do.
so.
I do, Carolyn.
Oh, I
I
hope
believe
so.
we are on the rise, and we are on the rise together.
Welcome back to Good Morning La La Land. Talk about transforming lives. We have some serious transformation going on here. Omar Chaparro is in the house from Mexico, from Chihuahua, is that right?
Yeah, Chihuahua.
Is that, wait, is that how you say it?
Chihuahua.
Yeah,
like
okay,
the dog,
good. Yeah,
like the
yeah.
dog.
Okay, good. Well,
It's the same.
you are
Right?
transforming lives. I mean, this is a big movement, Pokemon, right?
It's incredible.
It's huge.
Huge.
People are getting accidents on the street. You're causing all this stuff. What are you doing to us?
Not with the film, obviously in theaters May 10th. Special thanks to our friends at Warner Brothers for this special look at Pokemon Detective Pikachu. Let's take a peek.
So there I was. I woke up with a heavy case of amnesia in the middle of nowhere. The only clue to my past is Harry's name and address inside this hat. So I made my way to the apartment, and that's when I found you and your stapler gun.
Stop talking! You're a hallucination!
You're a hallucination.
So you're a talking Pikachu with no memories who's addicted to caffeine.
I could stop whenever I want. These are just choices. Another round, extra shot, black as night. Thank you, sweetie. Very twisty.
Get him! He's barely moving.
Don't tell him that. Oh, he's on a bike. Quick, get in front of him.
Stop.
Oh, no. He's going down hard, Tim. Should have worn a helmet.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So spiritually, often we'll say that the only disease we have is amnesia. So Pokemon, what is the takeaway of what Pokemon remembers who he is?
Yeah, well, he will find out in the movie. I don't want to spoil anything.
You can't spoil it.
I cannot. I won't.
But tell us all about your experience in working with this film, because you were starring alongside Ryan Reynolds, Justice Smith.
Yes.
I mean, this was an incredible cast.
It was incredible cast, but honestly, I met Ryan Reynolds until the yellow carpet in New York because he's doing the voice over of Pikachu. So I didn't have the chance to meet him on set. I met him in the yellow carpet. He was very nice. He's very smart. I think he's a great comedian too. And the people is gonna laugh a lot at this.
You're a great comedian. I mean, rumor has it you sold out 50 cities in the U.S.
I didn't know.
Little Pikachu told us.
People are talking because you are one of the most recognized Spanish-speaking comedians, actors, and they love you here as well in America. So tell us about that.
Well, I gotta say a lot of Mexican people know me, but that's why I moved to LA 2 years and a half ago just to expand my career as an actor. And I'm so excited to be here.
What's that like to represent?
It's a unique sensation and feeling. I'm feeling very proud because it's not been, it hasn't been very easy for me. I mean, I started as a pizza delivery boy in a motorcycle, and that was 25 years ago. And I'm here with you in the Pikachu movie, so I'm very grateful.
Did you ever imagine you'd be in a movie this big?
You know what, Rob? I think every time everything happens twice. First in your head and then in real life. So you have to imagine good things.
Yeah. How did you keep your faith along that 25-year path? Like, was it hard to kind of stay faithful?
Yeah, it's between faith, to have certainty, and to have the discipline and to work every day.
Yeah.
As you guys.
So,
you work every day.
So well said.
Right.
Working it, that's for sure.
Yeah. Because a lot of young people say, "Oh, you're very lucky." No, I'm not lucky. I just.
No, yeah.
You're very talented. I'm not very talented. I just work every day since I wake up. Since I started saying thank you to life, thank God, and thank my wife and my children. To be grateful is the first tool that you need
Right.
to have.
But you're giving possibility. You're putting dreams in, the Latin community. I don't know how represented or not in Hollywood, but it's very important. And I'm so proud of you for all your work. And I'm sure your family and friends are super proud of you.
And my mom.
And your especially mom.
Yeah, I just spoke with her and she said, "Oh, you're gonna be in LaLa."
Yeah, the mamarazzi.
So were your kids were your kids really excited for you with Pokemon Detective Pikachu?
You don't have an idea, because honestly, I wasn't aware of this big phenomenon about Pikachu world and whatever. And Emiliano, my boy, he's 13. Now he's 14. He knew everything about everything about Pokemon world, and he read the script and he taught me all the tricks and
You're
things
kidding.
that yes.
That's awesome.
So he is a huge fan. So I took Emiliano in his birthday to the yellow carpet in New York. So he was like almost crying when he saw Ryan Reynolds, and he told me, "Papa, this is a massive opportunity for you. I'm so proud of you." And we almost cried. And I said, "Okay."
It's so special, and I'm so grateful that you shared that, because so often people don't understand what happens on a red or a yellow carpet, because it isn't about vanity. It's about that time and the place to honor and celebrate the hard work and the talent that comes all together to put Pokemon Detective Pikachu to life, our favorite movies or shows. It's a really important opportunity.
It's true. You've been in the red carpets all the time.
She's always red carpet ready. That's her thing.
She's always red carpet.
It's about vanity too, but it's not the important thing. You know?
No,
it's true.
It's really important to honor and celebrate you. Congratulations, obviously, on Warner Brothers' Pokemon Detective Pikachu in theaters May 10th. Please tell everyone where you can find and follow your personal journey, Omar.
Omar Chaparro is my name. Omar Chaparro. You can follow me on Instagram. I post in Spanish and I post in English. And I'm so great and happy to be here with you guys. Please don't enjoy the movie. You're going to love it. Even though if you're a fan of Pokemon World, or if you are not a fan, it doesn't matter. The movie is amazing.
No, you got to be a fan. That's period.
No, you're going to love it, bro.
Of course, we're all
Thank you
fans.
so much. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more. Good morning, LaLa Land.
Thank you, girls.
Healthiest healthy, the beautiful and talented Samantha Harris.
Hey everyone, I'm Lindsay Hoffman and welcome to the Dose of Bliss show.
Hi, I'm Valentina and you're watching Ciao Bella.
Welcome to Alyssa Goodman Show, and every week I have the honor of interviewing a game changer in the wellness arena.
Hi, welcome to Defining Moments. I'm Suzanne Quast.
Hi guys, my name is Serena Poon and welcome to my show, Serena Lives.
Hello, I'm Lauren Francesca.
I'm Brad Grunberg.
And you're watching
How to Start.
What is pussy poppin', you beautiful humans? My name is Ariane Andrew.
I'm Matt Dillon, and welcome to another episode of Sippin' the Tea.
Good morning, LaLa Land. It's America's first live streaming daily talk show, coming to you live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. All of these interviews are available as a podcast on iTunes, and the whole show can be seen on EverTalk TV, now available on Apple TV.
This is my first TV experience. I'm so happy I did it with you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. You can always find these videos and binge them on EverTalk TV. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning LaLa Land on this hashtag Transformation Tuesday. We're so excited to welcome a very special guest. Ravit, the founder of Forever Magic Cosmetics, is with us today. Thank you for being with us.
Hi guys, thank you
Hello.
for having me.
Congratulations on the success of your business. We know you launched just over 1 year ago. Tell us about your journey.
My journey started even before a year. Develop a product, launching a brand. There is so much involvement. There is a graphic design, the packaging, creating the formula to make sure it's a good quality. When it's your own formula, even for major brands, it takes 1.5 to 2 years to develop just one product.
Wow.
Well, that really takes a chemist's soul in the heart of a woman, as you say so eloquently. And it's also all about the brow. The brow is a huge movement right now.
You need like a PhD to put on your eyelashes and the brow. I give up. I don't know how to do it. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, since I have my product, I think it's really, really easy to use. That's why I created it. I wanted to create a product that it's not just for the professional field. It's for everyone. I'm not a makeup artist, but I call myself a magician for formulas. And it's pretty easy for me to apply this product. So I bought you guys gift, and I'm sure you will.
And they're vegan, they're cruelty-free, which I think is important to say. So tell us a little bit about the product.
Yes, so the product called Double Shade Seductive Eyebrow Gel, it comes with a brush, dual brush. So then you have the angle and the spoolie in order to brush it and make the natural look. It's enriched in castor oil, which is good for hair growth, and then it's smudge proof. And you can see I'm trying to smudge my eyebrows, nothing on the finger. It's water resistant, and the most important thing, I had to create my own machine because I poured 2 colors into 1 glass jar. Why do we do that? Because in the beginning of the bowl you can apply the lighter shade, arch and tail darker. On nighttime you can use just the dark, morning lighter. So, yeah.
Like I said, PhD.
You know, Rafa, though, I think it's such an exciting opportunity to celebrate you as a businesswoman, as an artist, as a chemist, as a woman, an immigrant to the U.S. who successfully launched her own company. Again, very similar to the career of Omar, as our previous guest, celebrating his Warner Brothers movie. We get to honor and celebrate you and what you've brought to light.
Thank you. Yes, to me it was not just about creating product and making profit. That's why when you go to our website from day one, $1 from each transaction go to non-profit organization. We work with a cancer patient because I create a product. It was not just about eyeshadow or something or lipstick. It was about something that I know that a lot of ladies have lack of self-confidence because either they don't have eyebrows or their eyebrows are not like thick like they used to be. And there is a lot of disease like alopecia. I don't know if people are aware that they lose the eyebrow hair and it never grow back. So we donate a lot, and also we donate to another charity that feed homeless in LA. So when I did it, I said, I don't know if it's going to be successful or not, which now I know that it was a good decision. But donation for me, it's number one. So.
Okay. Well, let's see what you brought us some gifts.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Let's see what you got here. Hand them over,
your
sister.
color, because we are magical, forever magic cosmetic, and our slogan is let the magic cosmetic begin. Your color is Hocus Pocus Blonde, so you get the gift.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
You're welcome.
I love that.
And let me see that I don't get confused with the color. And this is Abracadabra Black.
Awesome. Love that.
So our product also can be used as an eyeliner, and also some people use it as freckles, eyebrows, and lip liner. It's all safe.
Yeah,
so.
that little beauty mark, smudge
Yes,
freckles.
I know now they want freckles.
I could have really used this when I was like in elementary school, and I had a cousin, and he went to cut, we'd always cut my hair, and one day he cut my eyebrow off.
Oh,
yeah, I could have used it then.
You can still use it now, just
Of course.
Yeah, it's a natural
Of
look.
course.
Nobody
Yeah.
will know. And this is a mystical top. That you color.
Well, thank you so much,
You're
Rafi.
very
Please tell
welcome.
everyone where they can get Forever Magic Cosmetics and follow your story.
Yeah, so we have a very big social media. They can check us out on Instagram. We have 18,000 followers. Facebook page, 30-something thousand followers. They can find us on www.forevermagiccosmetic.com, and we write it with the number 4.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Stay
much.
tuned. We'll be right back.
Okay, so what's one word to describe the way you felt when you put these shoes on?
Holy.
Welcome back to Good Morning La La Land. It's all about transformation, and a flexible chef is in the house. Neely Fisher is back. How are you?
I'm so good. I'm so happy to be. I'm so happy to meet you for the first time.
I know, it's so good.
So happy to be back with you guys.
Congratulations. We know this was a labor of love for you. The new book is absolutely beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Food you want for the life you crave. It's incredibly simple, but like fulfilling recipes. Tell us about your mission with this book.
Well, for starters, my mission was not to write another cookbook with recipes that anyone can just Google. Like, if I wanted to make my mark in the world, I wanted it to be something that people could use as a reference point, as a toolbox, as something, speaking of Transformation Tuesdays, as something that can elevate and transform your life, not just your kitchen. So I make a lot of references between, you know, living flexibly and eating flexibly, and it's really all the same because it starts with food. So what I wanted this to be was like this beautiful guidebook for how to eat flexibly, how to live flexibly. So every recipe has got things like success strategies to improve, to instill confidence, and it also has what I call flexible flips, so that people can do it their way and really own their relationship to food, own their relationship to life, right? How can people reading this book learn how to transform from being a cook who just follows recipes to a chef that can create and be kind of more fulfilled and embodied and live this life that you crave, basically.
Yes.
So remind us again your journey to being the flexible chef, because it's a very unique journey.
Sounds like I'm going to be doing yoga in my kitchen.
Just think splits on a countertop, and then you'll remember the flexible chef.
I'll have a husband tomorrow.
That's the only kind of cooking I can do. It's hot in there. Just kidding.
So my journey, ironically, started from being very inflexible, and this transformation from being more of a perfectionist, more of somebody who kind of did what I was supposed to do, right? And it's just really the same about a recipe, right? Like, just follow the formula. If you do it this way, if you follow this diet, you get this result. And frankly, that's exhausting. Also boring, but really exhausting. And so to be flexible was really this, like, emerging from having to just follow and be a certain way and my perfectionist tendencies. And I feel like a lot of people can relate to that with everything going on in our buzzy, crazy world. Like, how can we apply this dose of flexibility? And I think is the secret ingredient to sanity, basically.
Absolutely.
So how do you kind of tap into your intuition to know maybe what it works for you, so you can make flexible adjustments to your life, to your success strategy, to your meals?
The answer is going to be really unpopular, because the answer actually requires some work. You guys spoke earlier about meditation. It requires an ability to listen, and again, with like world coming at us so much, it's really hard. So I think it has to start with I have a whole chapter about how to become a flexible chef, and the first point is find your why. Like, what's your inner motivation for anything? Why do you want to lose 10 pounds? Like, why do you want to put gorgeous food on the table? Why do you want your kids to eat healthy? Like, why do you want to be a size 2? Whatever. Really figuring out what your bigger motivation is.
That's
such an important concept. I remember growing up and playing sports, and it was so important to be flexible, because the more flexible you were, the faster you were, the better you were, and also the less injured less injuries you would experience. And so later I discovered that it was also about mental agility and flexibility.
I love that.
Right? And so for you, how do you stay mentally flexible and agile? Is it mostly through meditation? Is it through other things?
Okay, so my husband once, story quickly, my husband once came home with 9 extra dinner guests, and 9. Oh, sorry, wait, let's just focus on that. 9.
Yeah.
Extra.
Not 1, not 2.
Not 1.
Another dinner
but he's
table.
so wonderful, and like he picked them up, and they needed somewhere to be on a special Friday night, la la la. Anyway, so my inflexible attitude was like, bleep bleep, curse everyone out, freak out, literally, and be like, divorce, like whatever.
You're fired.
Yeah.
Right, but the flexible attitude was like, there were a couple of bleeps, but after that, it was like, okay, solution mindset, right? All right, like, so, family hold back, don't take a lot of the food. I always have, the key to being flexible is being organized and behind the scenes, so I defrosted a couple of things. I think I mashed some tuna, like, I don't even remember. But in the end, it didn't matter, because everyone ate enough and it was fine. It's about kind of being okay with a different plan. It's a mindset shift, it really is, and it takes practice.
Absolutely.
So, what are a few of the recipes that you think are family favorites, crowd pleasers that you're sharing in the book?
Oh gosh, all right. One of my favorites is pad thai that I use either zucchini noodles or spaghetti squash with, which literally we spent a lot of time in Asia and so have tasted the real thing pretty often. So my kids think it's noodles, which I love, and it's really just vegetables and it's veggie friendly, et cetera, et cetera. Let me see what else. My husband's favorite is the strawberry rhubarb pie that's gluten-free and has this like crispy almondy crust, and I haven't had breakfast, so that sounds like really good right now. What else? I make a one-pan egg hash, and I eat it straight out of the pan because I have 4 kids and no time to wash dishes in the morning. So all the veggies get sauteed in. And then I crack some eggs and season it and eat it from the pan.
That sounds delicious.
Amazing.
So please remind everyone where they can come and meet you and celebrate your new book this Thursday.
We need to talk about this. You guys, first of all, I'm wearing an Alice and Olivia jacket.
Which we love.
Thank you. We've
Very
decided that we coordinate
We do.
very nicely.
We're on brand here.
do.
Right?
Right? But their stuff fits so beautifully. So I'm so excited to be working with them. And you're going to be there with me.
I am. Thank you for including me.
So come meet us. I'm going to sign some books. We're going to have my Vietnamese spring rolls and some basil tahini and chocolate peanut butter cups, champagne, passion fruit sparklers, which have champagne and another secret ingredient that you'll learn on Thursday night. And what else are we serving? And I'm signing books and shopping, 10% off.
Wow.
Alice and Olivia.
They were very flexible with their prices. Thank you.
I wish I could be. I've got an event I'm throwing downtown Thursday, but I'm going to be there in spirit with you for sure. So
There was no excuse not to go to that event. Sounds fantastic.
Totally, you're coming.
So tell people where they can find your personal journey.
Yeah, so www.theflexiblechef.com or Instagram The Flexible Chef.
And we'll see you this Thursday, May
9th.
May 9th.
6 to 8.
6 to 8 at Alice Olivia, Beverly
Stay
Hills.
tuned. We'll be right back.
Of having hope in this insanity that we still could be, but we're stuck floating in between. From the chef discipline myself to let the sparks die out, shattering anything that has reflections of you.
What? 10 seconds left.
10 seconds.
That's it.
Was it? Just kidding. That was the curveball. That was the curveball. Unintentional curveball.
That was the rush.
You scared me. I was like, okay.
2, 1.
Wow.
Good design.
Okay.
Now,
Show it
the
off.
camera.
up to you to choose the winner. Is it Annie? Is it Haley?
Welcome back to Good Morning La La Land. I'm so excited to welcome a mutual friend of ours. She's a friend of Laurel House's, who's a friend of the Focus TV family, and she's a commander in the Navy.
Yes, sir.
Corinne Devane. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. It's great to be here, and it's great to be back in the United States. We truly live in an amazing country.
Yeah.
We really do. Welcome home. You know, I think your journey is so incredibly inspiring because not only are you a naval officer, you were the reigning Miss Earth? Like, what?
Yes, I know. I got into pageantry about 12 years ago as a complete dare from someone in my dental school who told me I couldn't do something. So that was all the motivation I needed to hear just to go out and conquer it.
What was that experience like for you? I mean, triple crown holder.
You know, in the military, we have a lot of camaraderie. We believe in doing good for something else with no expectation in return. And when I won my first pageant many years ago, when I went on deployment in Iraq, pageant girls were sending me care packages who barely knew me to me and my friends over on deployment. And to find that camaraderie, that friendship so quickly, I find it such a rare thing. And so when you find it, you never want to let it go.
Wow. You have an interesting bio, though. I mean, an orthodontist, a naval officer, and then a pageant. I mean, how did this all, it doesn't seem like it really goes together.
Incredible,
like,
yeah.
It's really cool.
I was born and raised in the Navy, so you could say I drink the Kool-Aid.
Okay, cool.
I was born overseas, and I've gone to about 50 countries, so it almost seems like something that's just part of what I do. But I always tell people that, you know, never let your passion or dream stop you from what you want to do. Just find a way to create it. Be innovative. And for me, pageants just kind of intertwined when I was in dental school. I was already on the path of becoming an orthodontist, and the Navy was generous to pay for it. And to do what I do, most people don't know about it, so pageants is a platform in order for me to broadcast it.
Fantastic. It's unbelievable when I think about your life Commander in the Navy, naval officer,
Right.
orthodontist, Miss Earth. What dream are you birthing now?
Well, I would actually love to be on a TED Talk and go into motivational speaking and possibly doing some auctioneering for charities. So that's another passion project that I'm hoping to do, and it actually falls in line with a pageant that I'm looking to compete in August after my time with Miss Earth concludes.
So what would your TED Talk be? What is your overall message?
For one thing, I want to let people know that you don't have to follow the traditional pathway to get where you are. My background in college was communications. I thought I wanted to be here doing this for the rest of my life. And then I met a little 8-year-old girl that changed all of that. When I saw someone when I was working with my dad that had massive decay, and I thought, you know what, I can still go into dentistry, I can still be a public speaker, and it took me down a different path. So I would tell people, never let one person tell you no stop you from what you want to do. You will find a way.
I love that.
It's fantastic. So, who's been most inspirational in your life?
Oh my gosh, so many people. It's easy for me to say my parents, but if we exclude family, just because I think having a father that's also a commander in the Navy, that kind of puts a daunting role in some ways. Is I've had some good teachers that believed in me along the way. I struggled with test anxiety. And imagine you get into your dream school, you have a scholarship, and all of a sudden you have something that impacts you so hard, and you see letting go, and it's having that one person believe you, and then the next person and the next person. And so I'm all about paying it forward, because someone did that for me, and I would want to give everyone a chance to have what I have.
Wow. So what traits have you learned maybe in the Navy as a commander that have really impacted you and your success personally and professionally?
Being resilient, I would definitely say, being incredibly flexible. Yes, we wake up at 4:30 in the morning every single day, and I feel that if you want something in life, you get up an hour early and you make that happen. You dedicate, whether it's an hour, whether it is an activity or something you want to focus on, you give it that dedicated time. Because in life, we all want 26 hours in a day and a 24-hour day, but you make time for things that are important, and you write it down, you look at it, it's something that you have in your focus, and that's what's going to help you be successful.
What's been the greatest difficulty in your journey?
Greatest difficulty in your journey?
Getting up at 4:30 in the morning.
And sometimes it is. I will tell you right now, it definitely is, with it being a 9-hour time zone. Like, jet lag is a for real thing. I mean, in Italy, it's 9 hours ahead. So yes. Gosh, you know, I think one of the things that I struggle is that sometimes people see me and they don't realize I'm a commander in the Navy. They don't expect, my colleagues call me Malibu Barbie, but I take that as a compliment because they don't know what's coming. But I think it's just judging people by the cover and not getting a chance to really get to know who they are and what they could bring. So that is something that I would say is something to struggle. And to get around it is look at it as a challenge. If you're an underdog, they don't see you coming, it actually gives you more motivation for them to actually get to know who you are and what you can bring to the table.
Well, watch out, here she comes. So tell people where they can follow your personal journey.
They can follow me on Instagram at Dr. Corinne Devon. Also, I have a YouTube channel, Dr. Corinne Devon, and as well as Facebook and LinkedIn. So that's all I have with the United States Navy, because I'm not here on them. I'm here on my own dime. But I always tell people, if I can be a naval officer and an orthodontist, a beauty queen, you can too. And it could be any of your dreams. You can make it happen.
Fantastic.
Thank you,
So
Corinne.
inspiring.
Thank you so much.
It's a
Stay
pleasure
tuned.
being
We'll
here.
be back with more on Good Morning La La Land.
Sharing this spot. I mean, daytime people are the best in the world, and I could not share it with anyone more beautiful than you. So there you go.
I appreciate that.
No, Carolyn Hennessy here in the winner's circle with the beautiful Jessamine Moye, who took over for me, and I think is probably stealing my crown next year, maybe. And we're just kind of discussing the red carpet or the Friday night.
Thank you for sharing your crown with me. It was such an incredible honor to cover the red carpet for the 46th Annual Creative Arts Emmys and to step in for you tonight.
It's fun.
What a moment to celebrate daytime television, and that we are welcomed and representing this family is truly humbling, and I am forever grateful for this experience.
Oh, please, my pleasure.
Honestly.
Your show, La La Land, which I was on and which I loved.
Thank you.
The questions you asked were so interesting for me and for all the guests that day. Your show has a lot of heart.
We really do.
Yeah.
We really do. There is a positive shift happening in Hollywood, and that is heart. I do think so. I do, Carolyn. I believe we are on the rise, and we are on the rise. Rise together. Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning LaLa, and we are so excited to welcome Grammy Award-winning musician Omar Akram to the show. Thank you for being with us, Omar.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hey, nice to see you guys.
So good to see you.
Thank you
Beyond
very
the
much.
music, you are a self-proclaimed cultural ambassador. What does that mean to you?
Well, in 2013, I won a Grammy Award for Best New Age Album, and I became the first Afghan American to win a Grammy Award.
It's huge.
So I guess because of my travels and being the first really person from that side of the world to win a Grammy Award, that's what they call me. But I'm good with that.
That's amazing. So the new age is, I mean, I imagine you're calling in something that has really is new in the music, is what new age is. What's your inspiration? How do you tap in?
Well, my music is instrumental music, right? So if you don't have spoken words, then it really opens you up to different cultures. You know, as a kid, I was born in New York. My dad worked for United Nations in New York. So we wind up traveling to different countries. I lived in Czech Republic, I lived in France, I lived in Cuba. So all of these cultures, combining all these cultures into my music, it really opens up a whole new world for you, right? So that's why I think having these different cultures in my music, that's what really, you know, what my music is all about.
Speaking of, let's take a look at some special video of Omar.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Just
So
incredible.
beautiful.
When did you fall in love with music?
You know, I was a hyper child. So when I was, I'd say 4 or 5 years old, when my parents would play me music, I would calm down. So at the age of 6, my parents bought me a grand piano, and I started taking piano lessons. And that's really when I started to realize that I love music. And I, not so much taking lessons, but actually when I would sit down and play, I really love doing that. And I still do till this day. I love to just sit behind the piano. I mean, all this stuff is really cool, but ultimately for me, it's just sitting there and playing, you know.
Tell us a bit about your new CD and web series.
Yes, my new album is called Destiny. And by the way, that little clip that you saw is with Walter Afanasieff. He's an incredible producer and arranger who's worked with a lot of great artists like Mariah Carey, Celine Dion. But I'm very fortunate to be working with him. The new album is called Destiny. A couple of tunes was produced by Walter Afanasieff. I have a couple of pieces that was performed by an 80-piece orchestra. Wow. That we took it to the Slovak Radio Symphony. And actually the guy that conducted live at the Acropolis for Yanni is the same guy that helped me do a couple of tracks on that. So I'm really looking forward to this album coming out. The first single will be coming out in first week in June.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. And what about the web series?
And the web series is what I decided to do. There's so much going on behind the scenes that I decided to have like a weekly show to document what we do. I mean, a lot of exciting stuff going on in the studio and in my life, you know, with the family, and just kind of juggling everything and doing all these fun things. So we decided to just have that on to do a docuseries, basically. So once a week, starting the first week in June, we will start putting that up on YouTube.
Well, with millions of views that you've already garnered already, I'm sure your fans are going to be so excited to continue to follow your journey. Please tell everyone where they can find your music and see this docuseries.
It's Real Omar Akram is on my Instagram and Facebook, and Omar Akram is my YouTube channel. So
fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for having me.
And experiences available to you in the Ever Shop.
We have a universal sign to say it's okay to take a nap.
Yeah.
Like the universe is saying, please chill out a little bit, you know? So
Right.
we need to listen to that.
Jasmine, you are absolutely beautiful, and you don't have to try at all. It's like I walked in this morning, you're the first person I met, I went, she is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. And
Tell me more. As you said, pick up the phone, like turn that text, before you turn it into a date, let's turn it into a phone call.
These talk shows are hosted by your favorite television personalities, celebrity entrepreneurs, and social media superstars. New binge-worthy content is added daily with exclusive access to featured products, services, and experiences available to you in the Ever Shop. Ever Talk is hashtag community powered, and we are excited to offer you a free 30-day subscription to explore the talk shows that will bring you timeless entertainment that will inspire, uplift, and empower you anytime, anywhere on Ever Talk TV, your home for talk.
Welcome back to Good Morning LaLa. We are so thrilled because Jackie Nielsen is back in the house, and since you've been here last time, you have 2 top 10 hits.
Wow. Yeah, on Billboard.
It's all because she was on Good Morning LaLa.
That's right, okay? I'm so grateful to come again because obviously that's
kind of what we do, people,
But tell us, I mean, how did this journey completely escalate for you, and how's this changed your entire life?
Oh, well, right about when I came here the first time, I was just about to do a bunch of shows, and I basically ended up just being on tour all summer. I ended up doing San Francisco Pride, which was for 500,000 people.
Wow.
It was crazy. I debuted Dancing with Strangers, the song, and then it was just, from there, it just kept going. So, yeah. I love that.
Was there a mental shift or anything that happened for you when, just previous to all that happening, or
I think
while
it was
happened?
the San Francisco moment
Really?
where I was freaking out from like a month. I could not sleep. I couldn't eat much for weeks. I was just like salad. It was just salad.
Because you were excited or anxious or both?
I was all of it.
Yeah.
Everything.
All the things.
I was terrified. I was stoked. I was like mind blown. So yeah, I got to the point where there was no more anxiety that I could possibly have, and I woke up 8 o'clock that morning, and I bolted out of my bed. I was like, I can't sleep anymore. And I was like, okay, I have to breathe. And finally, when I stepped onto the stage, like the platform, all of a sudden, there was just this bubble of peace that just hit me. And I was just like, oh, I'm completely prepared. This is gonna be great. And from that moment on, it was just like, nothing's gonna scare me. I'm good.
So I'm a true believer that people are, they're here for something very specific, and when they really arrive to that, they're living their truth.
Yeah.
And I believe and you're the embodiment of what you're really here to do on this planet. I think it's fascinating that in your bio, your first thing says that you're bi. Do you mind talking about that? I think it's so important because I believe everyone should be able to love anybody, but I think that it's about living your truth as well. How does that truth come out in your lyrics? How have you used that in your lyrics?
Well, Dancing with Strangers, when I wrote it, it was about a man. But when we put the music video together, by that point, in between that time, I'd actually come out. And it was really important for me to express that fully because I had spent so much time kind of closeted and not really talking about it.
What
My parents
was your coming
didn't know.
out story?
Oh, well, I came out with a song called, it was actually a remix cover that I made to a song called Boys by Charlie XCX. And I made a remix of it that was boys and girls. So it changed the tag. So it was like boys, girls, boys, girls. And I didn't really have the intention of coming out with it. I just really wanted to make it. I just needed it to exist. And so as soon as I finished it, all of a sudden I was getting asked to do all these performances, and that had never happened before. And my mom happened to be flying into town, and she happened to see the first really big show that I did. And I had to say it. The lyrics are boys, girls, boys, girls. And so I had to come out on stage to my mom and to everybody else at the same time. It really wasn't my intention, it was the effect of what I needed to do.
And was she fine with it?
Yes, yeah. She was.
All right.
Well, I think it's so great though, because I mean, now that you are really truly vocalizing what it is your truth is, your career is skyrocketing.
It's crazy how that happens. All of a sudden you just realize, Oh, I just have to be myself. That's all I have to do all day, every day. Done. Okay,
Such
cool.
a great lesson.
Such an important message.
lesson.
Well, please tell everyone where they can continue to find, follow you, and get your music.
Yeah, well, I just put out a new single, High Waisted, and it is the continuation video-wise of Dancing with Strangers. So you can find that on YouTube /Jackie Nelson or Facebook /Jackie Nelson ENT, Twitter /Jackie Nelson ENT, or the best place to find me is Instagram @Jackie Nelson, and that's JAKI 4-letter word.
And there's a new exciting collab coming out with Disco Fries.
Yes, it's out. It is out. I just put out a single with the Disco Fries. I'm really excited about it. It's this song I wrote a while ago called The End, and it's about kind of a breakup and that like moment when you realize you have to call it. So,
well, thank you so much for coming back. We're excited to watch your journey, where you go from here. We never know. So.
Yeah, I'll be playing the Viper Room tonight at 9 p.m. and I have a full set of dancers. I'm going to be playing piano live. I'm really excited about it.
So if you are in Los Angeles, be sure to check out Jackie Nelson at the Viper Room tonight. Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good Morning La La Land.
Endorses Fauna. It's not a non-profit. So I got together, I united with one that has been a non-profit for 11 years. It's called Luchemos por la Vida, Fight for Life. They have an orphanage where many of their kids have HIV. I thank you very, very much for your contribution, because alone we can't do it.
She's such a love.
Yeah, our love and light to Maria Conchita and all the orphanages that she's supporting in Venezuela. You know, it's always great when Hollywood comes together and has a heart and gives back. Visit evertalktv.com for your free 30-day subscription. EverTalk TV, anytime, anywhere. What an incredible week here at EverTalk TV. I'm Jasmine Moyer, and we'll see you next time. Welcome back to Good Morning La La Land. We are so excited to welcome #LunchBag rep Will to the show. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you guys for having me.
So tell us, what is #LunchBag?
So #LunchBag is a movement that we created about 6 years ago in our living rooms. We tried to join a bunch of organizations for Christmas to kind of like feed the homeless. We try to reach out to shelters, but in LA everything's with guest lists, and we were told guest lists were closed, so we couldn't join an organization. So we decided to take it upon ourselves and created it ourselves in our living room. We initially started off making 100 bags in our living room, had about 4 or 5 of our friends come to the house. From there, we orchestrated 100 lunch bags that had a love note, a piece of fruit, a cookie, a sandwich, and a drink. And so we go out to Santa Monica and Venice area, and we spend about 3 hours hanging out with those that are in need, giving away meals, and at the same time, as we were feeding those that were homeless, we were feeding ourselves. You know, being present, giving back to humanity, and just being aware of, you gotta help, your community. From that, we took a picture, and fast forward to 6 years later, we have over 100+ chapters in the world.
What?
Yeah.
That's so exciting. So I want to know, what is the like? Okay, you're out there, you're mingling with people who are homeless, all kinds of different things going on.
Yeah.
What is going on? What's going on with the homeless?
It's such a complex conversation, because a lot of times when people see homeless, they feel like it's something that's so far unattainable from where they're at currently in life, whereas there's a lot of people that are homeless that actually have jobs, that sleep in their cars, because rent, especially here in Los Angeles, is so expensive. A lot of people that we've come across have mental issues, and then some have just had hardships in life, which it can happen to anybody. A bad day, you could get in a tragic accident, then you get stuck on pain pills, and then all of a sudden you can't hold your job, you lose communication with your family, you lose your support system, and then you end up what the end result is being on the streets.
Yeah.
Yes.
What prompted, in that first meeting that you had in your living room, what initially prompted you to take this course of action? Was there something specific in experience in our event, or was it just the knowingness and the awareness around the homeless situation?
Just the knowingness and the awareness, and it's it's so visible every single day. You know, there's not a day that you don't come across someone that is homeless. And that's so unfortunate. That's not the repeat daily routine that you want to see. And so for us, we had the opportunity, we had the means, so it didn't take too much effort, and we weren't reinventing the wheel. We were just taking actions and trying to like give our contribution to humanity and to society, and that's what we ended up doing. And to be honest, to what hashtag Lunchbag is right now, when we initially started, that was not even the intent. You know, we were just doing like just a good deed, and then because of support of like our family, our friends, social media, it's, you know, it's not us that created it, it's everyone else did.
So
you know,
amazing.
it's a community thing.
Isn't there like 54,000 homeless people now? I don't even know what the numbers are. There's something, it's ridiculous.
It's astronomical because it changes on a daily basis.
And then a lot of foster children and
Yes.
all kinds of things. How can people get involved? How can they help?
For hashtag Lunchbag, people can follow us on social media, which is at hashtag Lunchbag, and hashtag is spelled out. Or you could go to our website, which is hashtag lunchbag.org.
Yeah. And do you get it, you guys? You can actually just share content. You don't have to actually donate. If you don't want to donate money, you can actually just go
Spread
and
awareness.
share, spread awareness. So every day, serve, do something, right?
Indeed.
So important.
Yes.
Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you.
Such a
So
pleasure.
grateful
Such a
for
pleasure.
you. We are Good Morning LaLa, and America's first live streaming daily talk show, coming to you live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. All of these interviews are available as a podcast on iTunes, and the show is now streaming on EverTalk TV, available on Apple TV.
That's right. We are waking up the world together. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, you guys. Support the people that are making a difference in the
Right.
world. So important.
Hashtag
Thank you so
Lunchbag.
much for
Yes.
everything you're doing. Have a divine day.
Thank you.
Hashtag Lunchbag. It's going to be a Good Morning LaLa.